Hello and welcome to round 4 of the 2016 TW Steel DMAX Championship here at Daytona Sandown Park. And first up, it's the heavies. Round 4 will see drivers tackle the Grand Prix alternative circuit, which makes the circuit even faster as they accelerate flat out from turn 4 all the way to turn 6. Chris Carter has won every race heading into this round. Will his reign continue? Behind him are a number of drivers all capable of beating him, but can they keep their focus over a race distance to make it happen? Second place man Jamie Pender is skipping this round, and we should see him leapfrogged in the championship here. As far as the race goes, we expect to see more explosive action.
Hopefully the last race at Sandown there was a bit of argy-bargy on the first lap and I managed to get through to second, so hopefully the same will happen today.
Oh yeah, that's a great feeling. I was waiting for that moment since the beginning of the season during Enduro, so yeah, hopefully I can keep it in front.
Yeah, I'm disappointed with qualifying, so I'm usually quick on the alternate circuit, but yeah, you know, I think it's all close. It's quite a small grid, so I think there's chances to get forward, and yeah, see how the race goes really.
I was going to say top 6 and I'd be happy. So yeah, pretty chuffed with P2. I'll see if I can stick with Tomek and yeah, have a dash towards the end. Don't throw it off this time would help.
I've never raced this layout before, so it's gonna be interesting into the first corner.
They've changed the exhaust because we thought there might be a problem with the exhaust. They said I could swap the kart, but I didn't want to get in a untried kart, so I'm just going with this one. Let's see if we do better in the race.
The heavies then making their way around the final turns for the start of this race, and Zalstovic, who's starting on pole, is 60 points adrift of Carter.
Yeah, he's going to need a good result here to keep in touch with Chris.
As we go on board with Adam Daly for the start of this race, and they're away.
Blue smoke rises,
and that's Whitney on the outside there. Oh, skid from Daly. Can he?
Martin truck up the inside. Oh, a little bit of a touch, not
very
too bad
wide.
though.
He's going to cut the barrier. Oh, he's lucky to get away with that. Clark on the inside, and he's up on the inside of Holt, and he's ahead.
Yeah, that was a good move.
So Daly then caught in a Holt and Whitney sandwich as we go into turn 4.
All going off in the midfield there.
And they're through there without any incident, it seems.
Well, there's a little bit of rubbing, but that's okay.
So we're into lap 2, and this is the battle for first between Zalstovic and Christopher. Christopher on the inside. Zalstovic looking behind him there.
Adams alongside him, going into turn 3. And through.
But Zalstovic is going to cut back, but no. Again, Christopher's got the line for turn 4.
And Mahoney's just waiting there to pick up the pieces.
He is right there as we now follow through all the way through to turn 5. Absolutely flying down here, aren't they?
This is the fastest part of the circuit.
And Mahoney's right there. Oh, big wobble from Zalstovic. And Carter's ahead for 3rd. As Clark also gets ahead, that's for 5th ahead of the Holt.
Yeah, this looks like it could be a good battle back there.
Zalstovic is giving a little bit of a nudge there.
Yeah, maybe Adams holding him up a little bit.
Now, are we going to see a champion drive from Carter? You know he can win from anywhere on the grid as we're back with Daly now. And this is the battle for 5th. That's Holt and Clark ahead of him.
I think this is going to rage all race long.
Dropping back. Long drive down there into turn 3, and Holt on the inside has gone wide.
He makes a mistake and he's lost 2 places.
And Clark now pulling away. This is now Daly on Clark for 5th position. Lap 11.
It's a long way back here. I wonder if he's going to have a look at turn 3 maybe.
See Clark looking behind him slightly.
Yep.
Oh, on the inside.
Yep, that was a pass from a week back, but they ain't going to stick.
Clark saw that coming and he's covered it off.
But has he?
He doesn't have the line. There was a nudge there from Daly.
Robbins racing.
Was that fair?
And Holt goes straight through up into Vale.
Beautiful.
Thanks very much. All my Christmases come at once.
Now, can he get a lead on these two?
I doubt it.
Absolutely flying down here. Yeah, Holt's ahead.
He's not pulling away though. This is a great race. Back
on board with Christopher in a battle for first place, and there's Zalstovic on the inside. Very clean.
Oh, that was a lovely move from Tomek. Now, can he make it work and pull away? It looks like he already has done.
They've got 3 of them.
Carter behind Christopher there, and Mahoney hanging on.
Yeah, and Zalstovic starting to pull that gap, and Carter goes on the inside. Very close. It's a drag race down to turn 3. Oh, he's off.
On the marbles, but
Smoking tyres there as well from Christopher.
Adam likes that brake pedal.
Carter looking behind him. It's unusual for him.
I was just checking to make sure that he's clear of Christopher.
Now, are we going to see him hunt down Zaltovic in first place, or Christopher's staying with him?
These two, if they work together, they may be able to catch Tomek, but it's tight.
Looking behind him again, Carter. Bit of a wiggle there under braking. And Mahoney's on the inside.
Well, that was a bit optimistic.
Ooh, yeah. Covered off there by Christopher. Still ahead. This is Christopher on Carter down the straight. Smoking on the brakes again. He's through.
But he's dropped it on the brakes and Chris has gone back through.
Carter on the inside. And Mahoney through. No.
Yep.
Very close between these guys. And Christopher gesturing that he just wants to move ahead and not get in a battle there, or locked in a battle with Mahoney.
Mahoney's like, nah, sod that.
And Carter's going to run away with it. Here again with Christopher. Lap 29.
Ryan Vale on the fastest point of the circuit.
Got a lot of pace in this race.
You're a pro, you didn't realise.
Carter getting his head down. Oh, Christopher's through.
Pretty good move that on the brakes.
He's not having it his own way this race, Carter.
No, he's not.
And this is the Holt and Daly coming around to put a lap on Gary Martin. Oh, bit of a nudge there.
And
Malcolm's through.
Nice one.
Brilliant. Still with them.
This is tight in the battle for 5th and 6th.
Malcolm then trying to line up on the inside of Holt.
That's not going to work though. Too far back. They've cleared the back markers and they'll settle down for another battle.
Daly not happy with that as they make their way now through turn 5 all the way down to turn 6.
Malcolm going defensive. Can Daly put it around the outside? I doubt it. No.
Great stuff from Clark.
He's very experienced around this track.
Daly up on the
just
inside.
Done it at turn 8.
Brilliant.
Back at the front, and the lead has got smaller. These two have caught Tomek.
They are reeling him in. There's only 9 laps or so to go. And Carter's there in 3rd.
Don't know what happened to Tomek's pace, but it's definitely dropped off, and these two have just got their head down and caught him.
So Daly then still in pursuit of Holt, as he has been for most of the race. Looks like he's about to put a move on him here.
Can he line him up? Yep, line him up into turn 3. And he's through.
And they come together there.
Oh, just a little love tap.
Holt's on the outside.
Switch back up the inside, maybe. Yep.
It does. Lap 75, and Daly still looking for a way past Holt here.
Yeah, he can't stay ahead of Holt. It looks like they're both very, very even on pace. And, oh, hang on. Bit of a draft down the back straight and on the brakes.
Got to keep his foot in here. Oh!
Bit of a robust move there from Mr. Daly.
And he's lined up the corner perfectly.
Yeah, all's fair in love and war.
And that is for 5th position.
Good stuff, boys.
Zaltovic comes around to take the checkered and win round 4 of the TW Steel DMAX Heavy Enduro Championship. That puts him 3rd in the championship overall, but Adam Christopher is now lying 2nd in the championship, Richard.
So it looks like Jamie Pender and Adam Nakar have really missed out by not being at this round. They've both been jumped in the championship.
And this is the first race that Carter hasn't won.
Well, it's only round 4, so he'll be looking to get back at round 5 at Milton Keynes.
And let's see how the drivers are feeling now.
I can't get my gloves off, mate. I was trying so hard then. I forgot to breathe for about half a lap, but fair play to Tomek. He just, once he'd gone, I thought I could catch him, but there was just no door open at the end. So
it was all right to begin with, but once we got about halfway through the race, I just lost a little bit each lap, and then driving by myself.
Adam was slightly quicker in some of the areas, and I was quicker certainly at the end of the straight and out braking, but his kart seemed to have a bit more grunt out the corners, so I just couldn't get past. So consequently we just stayed together for the whole hour, which was quite fun, but at the same time frustrating. I think, it's all in all it was a good race. I enjoyed it.
So Chris, that was quite a race. It was tough, and the first one you haven't won all season.
Extremely tough. Last time I said about my fitness, but I really felt it there. I was way off in qualifying with Tomek and a bit sort of despondent, to be honest, if that's the word. Would have liked to have won, obviously, but 3rd place is great points for championship, and I've got to get that in my head after throwing it off the road and getting beaten up and everything at Wilton Mill in the heats. So,
Well, it's all about consistency, isn't it, and scoring those points for the championship.
Yeah, and obviously I was desperate to make the podium with my lovely daughter Poppy here.
Hi Poppy. So you come to watch your dad today, come to support? Yeah.
Get up early, didn't we?
What time did you get up?
7.
Oh, that's not too early. That's not too bad. Well, Adam, great qualifying. You didn't quite get in front of Tomek, but that was one amazing race.
It was. I'm still out of breath, as you can tell. No, quality went well. I was expecting I hope to get top 6, but I got P2.
Yeah.
And then I managed to lead for a bit. Tomek managed to get past me. He managed to get a bit of a lead by about 5 seconds or so. And then, just towards the second half of the race was a bit dull because there wasn't much going on, but we started catching Tomek. And we caught him towards the end, but I just couldn't get past. There wasn't a gap, so just couldn't do it.
And who's this?
This is Daniel.
Daniel, you're very
10
cute.
months old. Are you going to speak? Are you going to say anything?
Is it the first race he's come to?
It's the first race he's come to, yeah. So not quite a win, but I won the super heavies. But
Well, exactly. I mean, the fact that you're super heavy and racing against these guys and, giving them the run for their money is very impressive.
that's the thing. I mean, as long as I can finish up the front, then I'm normally quite chuffed. Have a good race, yeah.
Yeah, and I just keep the lead for for the rest of the race, but it wasn't finished. When I started looking at, I had one of the reference points on the track. I could see that they're starting to catch me up. I was like, oh, what's going to happen now? Yeah, so I was doing my best, literally doing every lap like a qualifying lap, but it wasn't enough. They were just catching me every single lap. So in the end, they just finished on my, we finished like within a 0.3 of a second, which was really close. Huge pressure on me as well. So as I said, might have looked boring, but it was really intense on the pressure. Yeah, and I'm really glad I finished first. I'm really happy about this.
If you'd like to race in the DMAX Championship, visit our website or call this number.